Now, you know that I love to create free resources for you to help you follow along with what I'm teaching you, especially because this show is so tactical and practical and actionable, which is my heart behind it. So I have created a free resource for you, your business idea cheat sheet. You can get this by going to businessideacheatsheet.com, and you can follow along as I'm going to walk you through some exercises to come up with your best business idea. So if you're following along with your business idea cheat sheet, we are going to walk through several areas of your life to get inspiration for your best business idea. At this stage of the process, you do want as many ideas as possible. So Jane of all trades, you are going to thrive in this situation because you have so many ideas, you're going to get those going. If you're a blank slate Betty, then you're going to use these different categories to inspire you to brainstorm business ideas that can come from these areas of your life. But if it's still hard for you, I guarantee you have a friend that is a Jane of all trades. Opposites attract, even in friendships. And so all you need to do is give that Jane a call, ask her to go to coffee, see if she can help you with the brainstorming for your business idea, because I promise she has more ideas than she could ever act on. And she is more than happy to share some of those ideas with you for your business. So either way, we're going to use this framework to brainstorm as many ideas as possible. So I'm going to walk you through some of my S's. This is where the best business ideas come from. So let's walk through the S's in your business. Number one, your skills. So what skills do you have? Think of all the skills that you have, all of the things that you know and you can do, things that you have experience in, and brainstorm as many ideas as you can think of that come from your skills. So number one are your skills. Number two, your strengths. Maybe you are really good at something and you don't necessarily have any formal training in it. Maybe you're a really talented singer, a really talented artist. You're really great at home design or home organization. You never went to school for home organization, but you're just really good at it. What are your strengths? What are you good at? Brainstorm as many ideas as you can think of that come from your strengths. And here's the great news. If you come up with a business idea that is in line with your strengths, you're already going to be confident in it because you know how to do it. So your confidence is going to be higher and you're going to be more ready to start that business if you start something that's in line with your strengths. So what business ideas can you think of that come from your strengths? Number three, your stuff. What do you already have to work with? Maybe you have a sewing machine and you start a business sewing things. I'll give you an example. Years and years ago, this would have been 2008, I believe, I moved to a 40-acre farm and I could not afford this farm, okay, which wasn't a great financial decision at the time, but I'm scrappy, I'm entrepreneurial, I knew I could make it work. And I found out quickly there was an 11-stall barn on this property. And I thought, great, I'm going to start a horse boarding business to help pay my rent. And that's exactly what I did. Well, that side business idea of a horse boarding business came from looking at what I had. What did I have to work with? An 11-stall barn. Okay, business idea, horse boarding. Sometimes you can come up with your business idea by simply looking around you and seeing what you have to work with. Is there equipment or technology or something you have? Maybe you have a swimming pool and you want to teach swim lessons. Look around you. Brainstorm as many ideas as you can that come from what you already have to work with. So the third S is your stuff. Number four, your situation. What's your situation? A great question to ask yourself is, what can I do in this situation? So here's a really extreme example. Maybe you just had surgery and you are going to be in recovery for 3 to 6 months. Okay, well, ask yourself, what can I do in this situation? What is something I can do to serve the marketplace, to bring an income from my family, to use my time in a way that still allows me to recover, but something that brings me joy? What can I do in this situation? You know, honestly, this is partially where my idea to train speakers came from 2 years ago. Now, I believe the Lord gave me that idea, but it also was in line with my situation and what I could do in that situation. See, when I left Ramsey, I wanted to honor them. I wanted to do right by them, and they were so honoring and kind to me. But there needed to be some separation between them and me, between the work that I did there and the work that I was going to be doing. Well, training speakers was this amazing option. It gave me a lane to run in where I could build a business, I could help people, I could serve the marketplace, I could use my skills and my strengths and my experience in helping people in a very real way. and still honor Ramsey in the process? What can I do in this situation? That's a great question to ask yourself. It may give you your best business idea, but it came from simply looking at your situation. You know, I have heard countless stories of women starting businesses after having kids. It may be after their first or after their second or third, it doesn't matter. But in many of those situations, they realize they don't want to go back to corporate America. They don't want to work a 9-to-5 office job. And so they decide in this situation of having a newborn or having young kids at home, I want to start a business that allows me to be home with my kids and still make money doing what I love, using my gifts and serving the marketplace. So looking at your situation may give you a really great business idea that works for you right now, and it may be something you decide to stick with permanently. The next S is social. Social meaning your hobbies. What do you love to do? What's fun for you? What would you just do for fun anyway? I cannot tell you how many businesses have been started from a hobby, from something that people just did socially, they just did for fun, and they decide to offer it to the marketplace, charge for it, and they go, oh my gosh, people are buying this. You mean I can do this? Like, oh, okay. That was the heart behind Business Boutique, equipping women to make money doing what they love. You already love this thing. Go make money doing it. Many businesses, in fact, start by accident like that, where let's say someone sews baby clothes and they put a picture on Facebook. Oh, I just sewed this cute little dress for my sister-in-law. And then someone goes, I want one, I want one, I want one, I want one. And the woman that has sewn this dress kind of has this aha moment, go, wait a minute. I mean, I think I can make money doing this. Yeah, you can. Many businesses start from hobbies that you turn into a real business. And so what do you do socially? What is fun for you? What would you do even if no one paid you and you have been doing it? It might give you a really great business idea. And then what's amazing is you're making money and still doing that thing that you love to do. The next S is a solution. What is a solution to a problem that you have? What is a solution that you need for yourself that you have either solved for yourself in the past and you want to offer that solution to others, or a problem that you currently have and you're thinking, I need to solve this problem. I need to fix this for myself and for other people. If I have this problem, maybe other people do too. They probably do. So what's the solution? You know, this is how Wubbanub began. Wubbanub is the really cute pacifier that has the little stuffed animal on it so the babies don't drop it. The mom was on vacation in Florida and her baby kept dropping his pacifier over and over and over again. She got frustrated, took a hotel sewing kit, sewed his little stuffed animal to the pacifier so he held on to it and never dropped it again. And that was the birth of Wubbanub. Maybe your business idea comes from a solution to your problem that you're going to help solve for everyone else as well. The next S is your story. Do you have a story that would give you a business idea? You know, for 12 years, I worked for Dave Ramsey, one of the most incredible financial experts on the planet. And he started his business from wanting to help other people because he went bankrupt. That was his story. That was the heart behind his mission that went way beyond products and services and books and radio shows. He genuinely cared about helping people dig themselves out of the mess they'd gotten into that he had felt and experienced as well. Some of the best organizations start from that person's story, from your heart, from your background, from something that happened in your life that then inspires you to want to help other people because of what you went through. So what's your story? Brainstorm as many ideas as you can think of that come from your story. And then lastly, the Spirit. Now, y'all know by now I'm a person of faith, and I really believe the best ideas are God ideas. God may, against all odds, give you an idea that has nothing to do with anything. Can I just tell you that? If you don't know that, I got to tell you, he will, okay? He will give you an idea sometimes that does not align with any other area of your life. Okay, you have no skills, you have no strengths, you have no experience, you do not enjoy it, you do not have a story that has to do with it, you don't even know how this solves a problem for people, but God will give you an idea and he will tell you, you are the person for this job. And you will do what Moses did and you will tell him all the reasons he's wrong, all the reasons you're not qualified, and he will pursue you anyway. Every now and then, God, through the power of the Holy Spirit, will drop an idea in your mind, in your heart, in your path of opportunity, and he will tell you this is the idea for you. I got to tell you, if this happens, this idea is your idea. This idea trumps all other criteria. This idea immediately becomes the winning idea. And let me just encourage you as that bossy big sister, you better freaking obey. You better do what God has told you to do. If God has given you that idea, it is because it is going to be fruitful and successful. It is because he has a purpose in that idea for you and the people he wants to help through you. So all other guardrails and tests and criteria that I have given you goes out the window if God drops something in your spirit. For example, this is exactly what happened to Christine Kane. Christine Kane tells the story of walking through an airport in Europe and seeing the faces of so many missing women. And she was horrified of seeing all of these posters of missing women. And God told her in that moment, you are going to help solve human trafficking across the globe. And she did exactly what I said, like we all do, like Moses did. No, not me. I don't know anything about human trafficking. I don't have the resources. I don't have the experience. I don't. And God was relentless. And Christine Kane, if you know her at all, is a person that obeys. And she has now started the largest anti-human trafficking organization in the world called A21. This is an example of God, through the power of the Holy Spirit, giving you an idea that makes no sense at all. So maybe you actually already have your business idea. And even as I'm talking about this, you're kind of groaning internally. You're going, no, not that, because you didn't want to do it. And you were hoping you could watch this video and go through all these checklists and come up with something different. God's going, but you know what it is. You know what the thing is. I've already told you. I've been pressing it on your heart for a long time. Now it's time to act. I just want to encourage you. If that is you, this is your idea. The idea that the Spirit of God has given you is your best business idea. It is the best idea because God says so. It does not have to check any other box. This is your idea. But if that hasn't happened for you, and you don't feel like God has dropped something in your spirit, Gabriel has not appeared in your living room and told you what to do, this is a really great framework for you to walk through where you can brainstorm ideas from all these different areas of your life, where you are brainstorming things that help you start with what you already have. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go through all of these S's. If you're walking through the best business idea cheat sheet, you can use this framework there, or you can do it in a journal. Write out as many ideas as you can think of from each of these areas of your life. I'm going to walk through them one more time just to remind you. Your skills, your strengths, your stuff, your situation, socially, a solution, your story, or the Spirit. Those are 8 S's. Write down as many ideas as you can think of, and then you have a ton of ideas to work with. If you're following along on the best business idea cheat sheet, you want to mark off any area of your life that each idea works with. You want to see, okay, does this idea align with me in my strengths and also with my story? Check off all the different categories that each idea aligns with. And then you can see, here are all the ideas I have to work with.